Beautiful, isn't it? This is the River Clyde. It's in south central Scotland, probably about 30 miles outside of Glasgow. This is a river which is normally broad, relatively flat countryside. This is one of the few places where it picks up some speed because the canyon narrows. We've got waterfalls, you can hear the sound. And this, to you and me, it's a beautiful place to come and visit. It still is. A lot of people come here every day. But to the late 18th and early 19th century industrialists, this represented something else. This represented the future. This represented free power. They were also shorter than I am. This is a place where people could come and they could build something new. And one of the people that did that was Robert Owen. Robert Owen came here to New Lanark, and he, along with a few other developers and his father-in-law, created this, the New Lanark Mill. And this is a place where he put some of his reform ideas into practice. He called for shorter working days, 10 hours, even talked about as little as 8 hours. Separate facilities for families to live and work, assigned spaces. Even children being taken out of the workplace could not go to work in factories until they were 10 years old, and having schools for both boys and girls. This was the bright future. This was the promise of a new world of opportunities that grew out of the oppression and the hardships of the labor movement. Unfortunately, Robert Owen got into conflicts with some of his partners. They had some differences of opinions. He moved to America, tried to farm a perfect utopian community. That didn't work. Later, he became involved with the labor movement and found that as a way to improve the lives of working people. But this, one of the first great factories, employed about 2,000 people, was also one of the first places where people seriously said workers have rights and needs and should be taken care of. Pretty cool. Believe it or not, it's still working today. They still turn out a little bit of wool, it's designer stuff. They don't crank out the kind of volume they used to. But it's a fun place to visit, and it's a fun place to think about what people went through in order to try to create a perfect world, or a better world. We still have work to do.